Life is a strange concept to imagine, or even discuss. Most people don't really talk about it. I think it's because we don't really know how to grasp it. It's always there, all around us, and nobody really knows what it is. People have different names for it. Some people call it God, some people call it the universe. And I often wonder who I am and what my part is in all of this. There are these few moments where you just stop doing whatever it is you're doing and just become mesmerized by the beauty of life around us. We notice things that we never really think about. The detailed textures of everything, the way sunlight illuminates everything, and the way colors make everything look beautiful. Life is a mystery that philosophers and scientists have tried to explain. We often ask the question, why? And the answer for most people, God works in mysterious ways. And for some people there is no answer. Life is what it is. Life often feels like a paradox. It exists without an explanation, and sometimes that frustrates me. A few days ago I was taking a walk near a beach. It was a cloudy day in January, a bit windy and a bit cold. But then something odd happened. The sun sort of came out of nowhere. It almost felt like it wanted to stop by and say hello to me. You ever have that moment in life where you see something beautiful and you just can't move? And you can't grasp how beautiful it is? Because I document everything, of course I had to film it and take pictures of it. I was trying to capture the moment. So silly of me. But that's what we photographers do. Instead of just enjoying the experience, we try to catch it, like catching a fish or something. But you can't, not really, because life is a series of fleeting moments. You just can't hold on to them. You're really just a passenger on a roller coaster. And nothing really quite captures the beauty of life, does it? There is beautiful art out there, don't get me wrong. But life itself is so indescribable. Poets and artists have tried to describe the beauty of life, and I have found that they never fully capture the essence of it fully. I remember something that the philosopher Alan Watts said during one of his lectures. It was very powerful to hear, and I often think about it. He had this gong on stage, a Japanese bell, and he hit it, which caused this very loud vibrating noise. And then he said, "This is reality." Then he said something in the line of, "You can describe it, you can even try to explain it, but it will never be the same thing," meaning that there is a difference between words about life and life itself. No photo can do it justice, no poem can describe it, and no emotion can fully grasp it. I think that Alan Watts meant that while we have a word and explanation for everything, what the sun does, or how the earth rotates and moves, but these are just stories trying to capture something. For example, I can show you a beautiful image of a sunset, but it's just a flat moving image. It's not the real thing. But I wanted to try to explain life from my perspective. I'm not trying to explain life. That's not the point. I just want you to know how I experience life. I see life as this complex thing that's constantly moving. And no matter what we do, it keeps going. People in our lives pass away and it keeps going, and will do so even after we are long gone. Life is this force that connects us all, and yet sometimes life has this way of making you feel small and isolated. Some days are dark and gray, sometimes life takes a loved one away from you, and you will never know why, and maybe there is no why. Maybe that's just life. The only thing I know about life is that it's out there. I can feel it with every breath. Everything around me, it's all really there. So many shapes, details, and colors. And I think that's why I take so many photos. I want to explore everything, and the only way I know how is to take photos of it. But photos and videos never really feel the same. They are only hints of something greater. Because we have no way of knowing the reason or purpose of any of this, we don't really talk about it. We don't really question the fact that we are all here in this life. We try not to think about the fact that we are essentially here for only a few moments in time and space. As important as we like to think that we are nothing special in the grand scheme of things. Just imagine how many people vanished from this life, and nobody knows anything about them. The only comfort is that we all share that same fate. Someone wise once said, "Death is the great equalizer," and it's so true. I always question the status quo of everything, because I want people to talk to me, really talk to me. I don't want to hear cliches or pointless idioms. I feel lonely feeling the way I do about life. I think that's why I made this video. Sometimes I find that life is going by so fast that you don't have the time to really enjoy it. All the clips that you saw in this video, I took those shots. I was there. And I think I do it on some level to remind me how beautiful life can be and how I'm a part of it. Life is both beautiful and brutal. It often makes no sense, and yet I admire it. And I feel honored and lucky to be able to experience and enjoy it.